Well, it's the Super Sunday match against Arsenal away from home for Chelsea. Why am I so excited about it? I really don't know, but I feel that we can do something about this match. Let's just talk about it. It's going to be a big match. London Derby, Super Sunday. Big time to take some revenge. Last season, they beat us 5 goals to nil. This time, not saying that we have anything different, but our players can go out there and take the revenge. Easier said than done because of thank you, Mr. Maresca. And the way we are playing football right now, it is really, really tough to say. But the only thing which I've said before, not maybe in this video, but in previous videos, is Arsenal right now doesn't have much of a chance of winning the Premier League, so they will be concentrating on the Champions League. So they might have some issues. They have injuries issues, so they might allow some of their players, they might not take a lot of stress into this. And this is the time if we can put in a little bit of an effort. Win is what I'm going to be going for. Obviously, I don't want to go for a draw. If you target a draw, you'll end up losing. Your mindset should be, we will win this match. We have to win every match. And then if you get a draw, you get a draw, but your mindset should be for a win. Let's talk about the team which I think should play. I mean, good news is we have Fofana and Reece James and Lavia, one of my favorite players, back. Now, how is going to be set up by Maresca? That is a tough news. Not a bad news, but it's a tough news. The reason why I say is really we don't know what Maresca is going to do, is it? He is playing a really defensive game, which I understand that he thinks that we don't have the necessity qualities, especially with the injuries. Now we have less injuries, but with the injuries, so we need to play, a little, be a little more defensive, a little more conventional. We don't like to go out there and you know, and the opponent team comes and attack us. He doesn't want to do that. I understand. It makes some of our really good attacking players like Nkunku and Palmer look really, really bad. Really, these guys were really good footballers, especially Nkunku, someone who has scored so many goals in previous clubs. I mean, with Chelsea also in the first half of the season, scoring goals, and right now he can't even know how to kick a ball. People are saying he doesn't even know how to kick a ball. What has happened to him? That's really, really tough from a top player coming from a very good a team playing for us, and even big teams are calling for him. Bayern Munich wanted to get him in the January transfer window. Anyways, let's talk on Maresca's 11, which could possibly be uh, Sanchez in goal. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel really frustrated when saying that. Whereas Jorgensen is doing better than Sanchez. There's have to be something about Sanchez with Maresca knows, which we don't know, for the reason why Sanchez is in the goal against Arsenal. Most likely that's how it's going to be. The defense is a good thing for us after a long time, having our first team kind of defense, Kukurea, Colville, and Fofana and Reece James. If there's a big if on that, because if Reece James is preferred by Maresca to play in the midfield, and in the midfield, if he is played, then you might have Trev Chalobah or Toshin starting. Most likely, we'll see Reece James starting, and maybe if Reece cannot continue for 90 minutes, then you bring on Trev in his position, something like that. Or Malo Guzzo in that matter. Guzzo has not been playing the last couple of matches. Could be he's injured. We don't know for sure what the situation is. Some of the players, as I said, some players who look really good. Evan Guzzo looked so good last season, have really regressed in this season under Maresca. So let's move on to the midfield first. My midfield that I want would be Lavia, Caicedo, and Enzo. All three of them. Let's get it on. Enzo plays a little further up, allowing him some space to make those balls, and Caicedo, Lavia sits back. I, for one, will really want that. Personally, Lavia has not played for a really long time, so I don't think he's going to be starting. But I would have gone ahead and started him, let him play 45, 60 minutes, see if he can do it. He has been on the bench against Leicester. He was not on the bench midweek, and 1 week he has practiced, he has done all the drills and everything, so it's possible that he can start. Most likely he will not. So that's what happens. So you have Caicedo and Enzo, then you've got Palmer, Neto, up front, Nkunku and Enzo, not Enzo, Sancho, sorry. So this is how it should be. However, had Lavia started, then you could have got these three going. There could also be a possibility of getting KDH in this match, mainly because I feel that he got a wonderful goal midweek, in against Copenhagen, and he needs to play a little more. He looked good, but maybe he will not start, but he can come in. There are players like George who is also there in the team, and you might see them as subs. But I feel that we have the necessary players ignition where we can go up to Arsenal, and if we are not negative, especially when it comes to Moresca, this is for Moresca, we can get something out of this match. I really feel we have what it takes to take on Arsenal. And if we get more things right than wrong, we will be able to beat them. I know many of you would think, what is he talking about? But I think we can do it. I feel that we have it in ourselves. If Nebraska can get some things going, we can certainly get something going from this. We need those points more than beating Arsenal. I feel that getting those points is really important because right now we need to get to something 70. We know the top five in the Premier League will get a Champions League spot, so that is kind of a relief. But I want to be in the top four, really, to maybe top three. I don't want to be the fifth, in the last match of the season against Nottingham Forest. We are still fighting those 90 minutes for the fifth spot or the fourth spot. Doesn't make sense. So hoping for something. We have some good players come back. Hoping for a win. I really, really want to win this. Okay, I want to win. I want to beat Arsenal. I hope Maresca can do some magic, Maresca magic, and we win it. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the team news. What you guys think to the ideal players should start tomorrow, who should be coming from the bench. Let me know in the comment section. See you guys after the victory. Hopefully there will be a victory. I know it's tough. Arsenal is a really solid team, a really good team, but we can do it. We have to believe we can do it. Sign off. Bye, guys.